Hello guys,
Hi everyone,
I am Valdemar,
and Veronica.
and you told me that this video was recommended to us because we are so woke, right?
Yeah, there were actually two people recommending this video. There was one guy, and it was a really nice comment. It was a longer one, and he told us that what this is about, that it's that we shouldn't be stressed. Hold on with me. That we shouldn't be stressed, that it is more against the nationalism and ridiculing it and everything, and that it's going to be fun for us. So I already wanted to watch it. And then I saw another comment that we got, and someone said, you should watch Doug Stanhope because you're so woke, you're probably going to like him. So but you both thought we are woke.
This name tells me something, this Doug Stanhope. Have we watched him?
No, but his name seems familiar to me as well, but his face is not familiar at all. I have not seen it. Valdemar hasn't seen it. I have no idea if it's good or not, so sorry in advance if it's not very funny. But it was not my idea. So we'll see.
You'll be like him?
Because he smokes?
Teach you how to hate people that you never met, and all of a sudden you take pride in accomplishments you had no part in whatsoever, and you brag about. Like the Americans, you go, fuck the French. Fuck the French. If we hadn't saved their ass in 2 world wars, they'd be speaking German right now. You go, oh, was that us? That was us? Was that me and you, Tommy? We saved the French? Jesus. I know I blacked out a little bit after that 4th shot of Jägermeister last night, but I don't remember. I know we went through the Wendy's drive-thru. We were going to get one of them fresh cheddar sandwiches. It looked so alluring on the commercial, but then we ordered it and realized we had no money, and we had to ditch out before the second window. And those douchebags in line behind us with the bass music probably got our order, and we laughed about that, but I don't remember saving the French at all. I went through the last 10 calls on my cell phone, and there's nothing incoming or outgoing to the French looking for muscle on a project. Check my pants. There's no mud stains on the knees from where we were garroting krauts in the trenches at Verdun. I think we didn't do anything but watch sports bloopers while we got hammered. I think we should shut the fuck up.
Okay, I don't know how the rest is going to be, but I really like this.
I like it, and
because I like this because I agree with that.
Yeah.
That's basically the reason why I like this.
Yeah, and it feels like the good kind of preaching comedy. Yeah, it was funny, and it was
reminded
funny.
Me of George Carlin.
Yeah,
and also it's something that George Carlin said about being pride for a nation. Mm-hmm. Like, why are you proud? Why are you proud for something that you have not done yourself?
Yeah.
So yeah, I agree with that stance.
Stuff, tradition and heritage, it's dead people's baggage. Quit carrying it. Did you make it up? No, it's passed on to me. Pass it back. Every immigration argument that you hear, they never come from well, how does it affect you personally? Well, you know, these immigrants, they come to our country, they burden our tax system. What they do is they come here and they get into our education system and our health care, and I gotta pay the taxes. My taxes have to pay that. Well, what the fuck are you doing to me? Every time you have a kid, because it's American, I should pull up a chaise lounge and wave a flag while 15 of those things come out of you, oh, I can't wait to pay for these, they're American. I have a vasectomy and an abortion on my record, but I can't wait for all your fucking fat-headed Midwestern kids to come out of here. What are you, Catholic? Come on, be fruitful and multiply. Love it. I'll get a second job. No, well, these immigrants, they don't speak the language. Then don't talk to them. Well, I solved your problem. That was quick. You know who speaks the language perfectly? Your next door neighbor. You've lived there 8.5 years. You've never said one fucking word to that guy. You avert eye contact should you check the mail at the same time. So why would you give a shit what the guy selling gnip-gnops in a cart in the park speaks? It's none of your fucking business. And all the cliched arguments like that, well, they're lazy, they're shiftless, and they're criminals, and all this. All those arguments go against the main cliched argument of they're taking American jobs. I live on the Mexican border. I live 7 miles off the Mexican border in a town, Bisbee, Arizona, a little town. I can go out.
I love it when people always clap when a town that they know is mentioned. It's like, ah! I mean, I feel like I would clap too, but it is funny that we do that.
You shouldn't. Also, the guy does not look like his voice. If I would heard his voice on the radio, this is not the face that I would imagine.
That is true.
He has a voice like he smokes 40 cigarettes every hour.
Well, he is smoking right now, so...
But, yeah. But his face looks young.
Healthy. Yeah, young and healthy.
A little town. I can go out any day and watch Border Patrol arresting these guys by the dozen, 11 at a time out of a Dodge Omni, like a clown car with plastic cuffs. And you're right, they don't speak the language, and they probably have no education. They don't have fucking shoes half the time. They're like barefoot and tattered castaway, like Gilligan's Island shorts, and a fucking dirty t-shirt, and a dehydrated, wandering the desert for 4 days. And if that guy is as qualified for your job as you are, you're a fucking loser of such epic, humiliating proportions. I would be ashamed to have anyone find out that guy took my job. He doesn't speak English. What, did they do your job training in pantomime, shithead? Oh, see, come on. Boink, boink. I see, boink, boink. Crank, 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 crank.
I will tell you at the end why he's wrong about that.
You're out of here, mullet head. That guy's more qualified. Fucking asshole, you should have tried harder. Nobody bitches about immigrants taking their job if that person has skills of any level. You don't hear fucking brain surgeons sitting around the Beverly Hills Hotel lounge. You know what really chaps my ass, Barry?
Yes, Barry.
Scandinavian fellas are coming over taking all our good neurosurgery positions. The Norwegians specifically. I say we down ourselves a bottle of Jack Daniels and go stomp us some Ouija ass. The first Ouija we see. We jump out of that Explorer and pound him. Fucking immigrants. All started with that Einstein. Once they brought him over from Germany and we didn't have any good genius jobs, it was a trickle-down effect.
Yeah, well, I would say that he was very funny. He made some good points, and I really enjoyed this clip. And I don't have to agree with someone 100% to enjoy someone. And that's often the case. I think you should not accept anyone's opinion 100%. I don't like this argument that he used about, oh, you're so stupid that an immigrant took your job. Maybe you should not have this job in the first place. Because that misses the very large problem. Misses that?
Yeah.
The very large problem that is happening all around the world, and especially in the first world countries, is that we need those people to do those most basic jobs, and they need to earn the decent living doing those jobs. They should not be forced to work on 3 shifts just to survive. And what is happening is that large business owners, they are the only ones who profit from this situation, because they are the ones actually taking those people from other countries, those immigrants, to the country. They are paying them lesser wage than they would pay the citizen of this country. And because of that, the salaries are going down.
Yeah.
Because for those people, it's a good money. It's better money that they had in their original country. But it's ruining the economy for the people living in this. I need 2 countries, for example, because it's gonna be country in country. So let's say Ukraine and Poland. Mm-hmm. So we have Ukrainians coming to Poland, and they are working for less than the Polish person would, because it's more than they would earn in Ukraine. But for that reason, the salaries in Poland for some jobs went to shit, and they stopped or they went down. And it should not be like that. The same thing is with outsourcing jobs, like to India, for example, very often nowadays.
It's super popular in the big companies because in India you have the resource of like the IQ in India is on average very, very high. They receive very good education in India and they receive hardly pay.
Yeah.
So it's most of the, all the IT jobs, they're getting outsourced to India. And it's like you're saying, it's very misguided because it's not the immigrants who are the problem, it's the companies who are the problem.
Yeah, exactly. And sometimes, very often, there is this case that they are pretending to be, anti-immigration, very right wing, but on the other hand, they are the ones that really sponsor those immigrations.
Yeah, you can see that stereotypical guy who he owns the company, and then it's sometimes, I think there was even the case in Poland in the last weeks that it even happens that the position is advertised in those countries. It's not even that the people are coming and you're taking advantage of them being in a poor position.
Yeah.
You're actively asking them, okay, hey, come to us. We're going to give you this much money. You're also going to work 16 hours days and we're going to blackmail you and we're not always going to pay you, but you're still going to get more money than you would have over there. And they are being, invited to the country to get taken advantage of.
And very often those are, third world countries with people who really will not assimilate easily.
Yeah,
because they are from completely different culture.
And also, it's such a complex and difficult situation. But like, if you are being invited to work and you're so blatantly and overtly very often taken advantage of by your employer, why would you assimilate?
Yeah,
you have people at work who hate you. You have your boss who treats you like shit.
And also, it should not work like that because if you would be, for example. With Ukrainians, there is no problem with assimilation, I must say. But I will use this example still. If you are one Ukrainian and you are working with 10 Polish people, then you will assimilate. But if some Polish business owner is hiring 10,000 Ukrainians to work in his company and there is only Ukrainians there, why would you assimilate?
Oh, but we don't even have to use the Ukrainians. We can use Polish people. When I was studying in Scotland, there are specific cities of Polish people.
You can use every country. Yeah. I just started with this example because you told me to. So I continued with it. But that's exactly the problem. And on the other hand, because this situation is not that simple, on the other hand, we need immigrants in all those first world countries because the fertility rate is very low. And we don't have that many children as we should. And because of that, there will be no one to work for our salaries, for our retirement pensions. So we need those immigrants to be here and work. So this is not as bad to have immigrants. It's much worse when you are outsourcing a job to other countries. And very often you have big companies that started in one country, but then they expand to poorer countries. And at some point, they will close all the original, like, for example, factories in the first country because the cost of salary is too high. And they will move them to, I don't know, Turkey or India or China.
It's exactly the same. It's the blue collar, you give an example, but it's the same for white collar. All the simpler tasks get automated. What cannot get automated gets outsourced to India. And entire departments. I think if anyone from our audience works either in a factory or in a corporate environment, they will see that. A department, if you're in a company, has probably closed in the last couple of years and has been outsourced somewhere else.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah.
So the rivalry, it's not between the, how do you call original citizens? Natives.
Yeah, the citizens.
The natives and the immigrants. Yeah. This is not the rivalry. The rivalry is between the poor people and the rich people, because the rich people are creating those tense situations because they just want to, save a little bit more money for themselves. Yeah. And they do not wish to pay that much money to, their own people, their own neighbors. They prefer to hire 10,000 people from abroad, never see them again, keep them in barracks, and pay them fraction of money they should pay. And you should never shame someone because he's doing a simple job like he just did. That, oh, you're an idiot because some guy from abroad just took your job. Yeah, maybe. But there are people who want to do simple job, and they should be compensated fairly. And by fairly, I don't mean that we should artificially inflate their pension, because if the job does not earn this kind of money, then the salary could not be
No, but
that high.
you shouldn't start earning less money just because your company is making decisions to replace you with people who they can cheat, and then they can cheat you out of it as well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's it about that. It started with comedy and it ended with a lesson.
I think it's the subject of the video. I think every reaction is going to be like that to this one. I think that's what was to be expected. So
let us know.
Thanks for the recommendation,
what you
by the
think. Let us know what you think. We are inviting you to a discussion in the comments. We like to read your comments. Just please be respectful towards each other.
Yeah, and remember that if you use the words that YouTube bans, no one's going to be able to see your comments. So if you want to make a point, stay civil, because otherwise
you can
no one
say
can
basically
even say it.
everything you want, but just you cannot use profanity. And
Yeah, you cannot use
you'll
profanity.
be golden.
Yeah.
Thank you and have a great day.
Bye.
Goodbye.